All right, welcome to the final of our three-part dual PC streaming series where we actually talk about the setup today. So obviously we got something a little new today in the setup video compared to the last setup video. We got the special guest. Anything you'd like to say? No, going silent now? I'm sure he'll want to do some talking when I'm actually doing stuff. I wanted to kind of explain how I've been doing my dual PC setup moving into 2024 as I've been streaming more and been making content for the second channel. Make sure you guys are subscribing there and following me over on kick.com/BigE. I just put out a 2024 setup tour a month ago with the new desk, and I've made some changes. So yeah, today's video is just going to be primarily focused around the dual PC streaming portion, and later on I'll give you guys some updates of some things that I've changed around a little bit. So yeah, I've already put out a video of explaining why I went dual PC after being pretty against dual PC streaming, for the idea that you don't need to be dual PC streaming. But to summarize it up, I stream pretty much full time now, like 150 plus hours a month, especially with this new game Delta Force, and working on getting the second live stream highlight channel cooking. So with putting up so much time and energy into this and trying a whole bunch of different games, and then also finding out about Moonlight to where I can set up two PCs without a capture card, using the best quality, minimalizing everything. With all that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch to a dual PC setup because it makes sense for me. I'm a full-time creator. This is my job. This is the majority of my income. This is the majority of our income. So might as well invest a little into that. But I think you guys are gonna be surprised today with how simple this is, which would explain more why I leaned into Moonlight versus a capture card and an audio interface, because it's pretty fucking basic if you break it down. So over here we have the gaming PC. Now, for the display, I wanted the gaming PC to be in the background, so I bought longer cables to be able to do that. Honestly, it's a bit overkill. I could have just put the gaming PC behind the setup with everything else. So there's really not too many cables plugged into this. It's just some of the cables are longer to be able to be in the background. But for the gaming PC, I just have it plugged in to the gaming monitor via DisplayPort. So I have one long DisplayPort cable going behind the setup, and then I have one long USB cable going behind the setup to the gaming monitor. So that way I can plug in my gaming keyboard to the monitor and not have to have a long cable for that. And then because I have a wireless gaming mouse, it really is just pretty much the gaming mouse plugged into this, and then Ethernet DisplayPort, and that's it. And then I have Sunshine installed on the gaming PC, which I just put out a video on how to use Sunshine and Moonlight to set up a dual PC setup. But for the gaming PC, that really is all that's plugged into that. I don't even have an audio interface plugged into this PC because everything is ran through the dual PC streaming app. I will point out with the gaming setup that I am testing the Model O Wireless 2 and this new glass wall hack mouse pad. This thing is actually fucking insane. So now moving on over to the stream PC, which is actually back here. Again, I could have just put the gaming PC back here right next to this. Like it's just a display thing. So don't stress about having to get the exact cables and whatnot. This is just to kind of showcase the simplicity of this. So now for the streaming PC, for the monitor, I just have one cable plugged into the Asus ProArt 4K. This is just a 60 hertz monitor. I wanted a larger resolution for the streaming PC, so that way I could have multiple windows and make them smaller, but still have enough pixels to clearly show what they are. On the streaming PC, all I have plugged in is the Elgato Stream Deck, the Elgato foot pedal, and a cam link, so that way the camera goes to the stream PC for OBS. And then the last thing, legitimately, that is plugged into the streaming PC is the audio setup, which I keep in this little drawer system that came with Vernal, which I've been using this setup for years. This is just the DBX286S preamp Focusrite audio interface, and then the Shure SM7B microphone. So because both PCs are set up through Ethernet, and I use Sunshine and Moonlight, which go check out that video if you want to learn more on those, because I use that, I send the audio signal from the gaming PC to the stream PC with absolutely zero latency. So all my gaming PC audio just runs to that. And then for the stream PC mouse and keyboard, I use the MX Mechanical Mini. This is a wireless mechanical keyboard that has 3 inputs, so I use it for my Mac Studio and the stream PC. I actually have the other channel set up to the gaming PC. Same thing with the wireless mouse. This is a MX Master 3S mouse from Logitech. And again, I have one setup for Mac Studio, another setup for the stream PC, and then the other setup for the game PC, because I didn't know what else to set it up for. But because I use a wireless mouse and keyboard for the stream PC and the Mac Studio, like my editing creative station, when I say that there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total cables plugged into 2 PCs, 9 cables, because 11 cables because of the power ports too. But I have between 2 PCs less cables plugged into these PCs than most people have plugged into a single PC setup. And that was like my whole thing with having a dual PC streaming setup, is before, with like splitting audio lines and using capture cards, it just was such a mess and a headache. And then I didn't get the best resolution and frames out of capture cards typically throughout the year. So I was just like, I'm just gonna run everything on one PC. That's my dual PC setup moving into 2025. Everything else for the most part is the same setup as what my last setup tour was. But the only thing is, we did get some new Travis Scott sneakers that just came out. I got a teething baby in here right now, yakking away. Oh, I got rid of my iPad Air and gave that to Megan, so that way we could be connected more through doing like the business stuff, because she helps me organize taxes for the end of the year. I forgot to include that in the first setup video for like the creative station. A lot of people were asking what the little screen was below the monitor on some of the B-roll. It was just an iPad. I just charge it here at times. I'll use it for a secondary screen, but I mainly use an iPad to organize things, to be able to just sit downstairs and put together skits, maybe edit some photos, post on social. I've actually thought about completely removing all social media from both my business phone and my personal phone, and then only having social media on an iPad, and then just using that to post to like Instagram, TikTok, and whatnot. But yeah, glass mouse pad, mouse upgrade, iPad. I did get different headphones or IEMs. I just got basically a newer version of the IEMs that I reviewed on this channel a while ago. But yeah, for the most part, still rocking the standing desk. I think one thing that I'm gonna be adding to this here soon is, I think I'm gonna get a toolbox for all this, because I don't really have a need now for the is it Alexander or Alex drawers? I don't have a need for those anymore, because I have like an actual desk now, so I don't need a drawer system for the desk. But I'd like to have like everything in here, and right now I'm just kind of using this shelf for everything. You know what I didn't include in any of my tours is my candles. I'm a big candle slut. I like nature smells, aggressive nature smells, she says. And then of course you have to have the Zens. I've literally been streaming like 6, 7, 8, 10-hour streams a day ever since this game Delta Force came out. And then I play games in the evenings with some of the homies that just play like regular games like Call of Duty and Fortnite and stuff. So I've been streaming those as well. Feels good to be like a streamer again. Like actually finding a game that I enjoy and being like, yo, let's put out content on this. But yeah, that's my simple dual PC setup coming into 2025 without using a capture card. Very simplistic. If you guys have any questions to the exact cables that I use, I can link them down below. But guys, they're just basic HDMI, DisplayPort, USB cables. For the most part, it's just the products that come along with it. The Stream Deck XL, for example, the cable's long enough to go to the streaming PC. Same thing with the foot pedal down there. And also, by the way, I did hear a couple people suggest some ways to be able to get my microphone audio back from the stream PC to the game PC. I'm gonna look into that. My only thing is, I said, I'm not gonna use Voice Meter Banana or whatever that fucking dog shit program is. Thing is absolutely trash. So I'm gonna look into that a little bit, because I'd still like to have some banter in games, like when I play Call of Duty and Fortnite and whatnot. I'll be making some upgrades this year. We'll be doing some things around the house, potentially making a secondary man cave at some point. Be along the ride for that. Till the next setup video, appreciate the support. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out, peace, deuces. I like how it looks like I'm drinking like a cup of lean. Yeah, it's coffee, and it's like a coffee.
Aluminum.
It's like a thermal coffee mug. All right, later.